Hello friends, this is Jess. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited because we are going to be setting up my Home Frankenplanner and my budget cash savings envelope. Okay, I was stumbling over that earlier, so I wanted to make sure I said it correctly. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this half sheet happy notes into a cash savings envelope notebook using classic size discs, because currently it's on mini discs, so I'm going to be using classic size discs. I was debating on doing either pink or black, so I basically put out a post to the YouTube community and asked for your suggestions. A lot of people said pink, a lot of people said black, a lot of people said both, and then somebody said, and I apologize that I cannot remember who, I should have written this down. Somebody said to alternate each month. Boom, my mind just blew up. So that's what I'm doing. Since pink had the majority of the votes, we're going to be doing pink for January and then black for February and then continue to alternate. We're also going to set this up last. So I'm going to kind of move that off to the side. All right. So in terms of setting up my Home Frankenplanner, I'm going to be using these, they're like soft covers. They're really not that soft. Like they're not bendy soft, but they're nice and squishy soft, almost squishy soft. I'm going to be using these. I really like the heavy duty planner covers. And then I'm going to be using these discs. So these are Ring Happy Planner metal discs. As you notice, they don't have that signature heart in the middle. I really love these discs. I use these for work. These are metal. I use them for my work notebook. So during the Happy Planner Black Friday, I decided to pick up a set of these for my Home Frankenplanner, and that's also where I picked up the covers as well. I actually picked up two of these. One is going to be used for the Home Frankenplanner, and the other one's going to be used for my everyday Frankenplanner. I currently have a black snap-in cover on my Home Frankenplanner, but I wanted to switch it up next year. 2022 year. So anyways, let's go ahead and put it together. I love putting together new planners. I always feel like it doesn't matter if you are putting together a new planner in January or if you're putting together a new planner for a new month. It always feels like a fresh start to me, like a fresh start, a clean slate. You have a new month for opportunities, or if it's like the beginning of the year, you obviously have like a new year for opportunities. You have a chance to reevaluate your goals and set new goals, or if there's goals that are just not working for you, get rid of them. So yeah, it's just something so invigorating about setting up a new planner, especially for a new year. So there we go. It is beautiful. I will say I did notice that the discs are kind of like a little almost sticky, which can be common for metal discs. However, what I've been told is that if you have like dryer sheets, you can be able to actually you can actually be able to rub the discs on the dryer sheets and it will kind of like unstick them. Now, I am sorry to say that I don't have dryer sheets, so I cannot test out that theory. And I don't have dryer sheets because a lot of times I usually end up being allergic to it. So I just don't even bother. I use like wool dryer balls, and I don't think I can rub a wool dryer ball on this. Oh, I might be able to. I might actually try that after this video. All right, let's set her up. I'm actually going to work from the back up to the front. And I want to start out with budget in the back. mainly because of the fact that I want to have the meal planning as the first one, because that's going to be the most accessed one. So I'm starting off with the budget planner. This is the new one for 2022, so it is dated. Basically has the monthly calendar. It has a monthly dashboard, like a really good overview. So you have your incomes. You can compare your income to your expenses for your what's remaining. You can be able to clearly write out what you can do. Like, I think for this, I was planning on doing kind of like my normal expenses. So my recurring expenses, savings tracker, and accounts and debts. And then each month has a challenge. And then it goes into the weekly expenses. The biggest difference from this one compared to the 2020 budget planner and the 2019 budget planner, this one does not come pre-filled in. So the other ones had like a couple lines filled in. I just kept on having to white it out and I hated it. And also the way that this is set up is different in the 2021 planner as well. For the 2022 year, also the other ones were undated. So like I said, weekly expenses, you have a dot grid page for notes, you have lined page for notes, check it off important, and another page for notes, and then it goes into the currently page for the next month. So I really like how it's set up. I'm also going to go ahead and put in my cover page because I think I want to put like, I need to find my name stickers. I want to put my name sticker on here. But this is just set up like all of the other planners. You have your cover page, your year at a glance, perpetual calendar, and then the currently page. So I don't know if I'm going to use the perpetual calendar. I feel like I'm just kind of keeping it in there just because. And I'm also going to take the budget divider. This is from the home extension pack that released in the spring. I hate this budget page, so I will not be using that budget page at all. But I really just wanted a divider so I know clearly what my budget section is. All right, I'm gonna set this aside for just a moment, and now we're gonna pull out the meal planning. So the meal planner is what's gonna be going in like the first section. We have hello, this meal planning edition belongs to, and again, you have your, let's move it. You have your year at a glance, the perpetual calendar, and then it goes into the currently page that just kind of gives you like important dates. It gives you graph, dot grid for notes, and then recipes to try. I never use the currently pages. Is there anybody else who doesn't use the currently pages? Sometimes I just don't know how to use them. So I honestly don't. But if you have suggestions for, like if you have these same planners and you have suggestions for how you're going to use the currently pages, let me know. All right, so I'm pulling out January because that's the first month, and I only like to keep 1 month in my Frankenplanner at a time. All right, so this one says meals and memories made here. So the way that the meal planner is set up, you have your monthly calendar, which I'm not sure how I'm going to use yet. You have recipes and ingredients, and then you have grocery list. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this and I'm going to try 6 new recipes a month. Minimum 6 new recipes a month. And then I'm going to use the grocery list page because it gives you 3 columns. There's not just 3 weeks in a month. So I'm actually going to divide this in half. And I'm going to use like this section, 3 rows for these recipes, and then 3 sections for these ones. So these might have like my staple ingredients, but this is going to be the ingredients that I have to actually purchase. This way each month I'm doing 6 new recipes And if these recipes are good, then these will be recipes that I put into my recipe organizer. So that way I can kind of be able to combine them both. Then it comes to the weekly pages. All of the weekly pages are the same. You have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, and then ingredients to prep. I'm going to be using this section for a grocery list, because once I have my meal planned out, and what I kind of figured that I'm going to do is, like, during the week of the 27th through the 2nd, I'll be filling in the week of the 3rd through the 9th, making my grocery list as I go. So then that way, before I do grocery shopping, I take one of these grocery lists. I can go ahead and list out like my main meals, put down the grocery list. Then that way, when I go to the store, I'm already ready. And also, if I'm putting out the meal plans, like especially if I do like dinner or like the main things that I'm going to be doing, like a lot of cooking, because breakfast and lunch is usually like small for me. I can kind of double check my grocery list and then visually check this, and if there's anything that comes to mind that got missed on the grocery list, I can make sure to catch it by looking at the meal plan list. So that's kind of my idea. So yeah, so we've got breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. My biggest goal for using this meal planner is that I'm going to better prepare for breakfast, lunch, and snacks. So then that way I will have less chance of eating junk, and I can actually be able to have like more balanced meals. Yeah, that's my goal. So we'll see how it works. I'm really hopeful though, and I'm really, really excited for this planner. All right, so we've got the meal plan. I also want to go ahead and put in these grocery lists. So I'm going to use the divider, and I'm going to use the grocery lists that are in there. And then I'm also going to be using, these are grocery lists from the 2019 recipe line. These came on a block pad, and I just basically took them off and I punched them and I put them into here. So I'm going to be using these as well, because this is going to be like something that I use every single week. So let's go ahead and put these behind there. Use what you have, right? Gotta use what you have. So there we go. My Home Frankenplanner has the meal plan section, and then it leads into the actual planner. And then I have a budget section where it leads into the actual planner. Now, what I've kind of decided is I'm going to go ahead and put in the chores. I'm taking out the budget because I'm not using these. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the chores. I don't really actively use these, but I do like to kind of do like a general look at it and be like, oh yeah, I did that. Oh, I forgot about this, so I can do that. That's kind of what I use it for. And then we also have this project section, which I haven't really done anything with that yet. But I'm going to put it in my Home Frankenplanner just in case. And I got to get it closed now. That's what I mean. Like, the discs are kind of sticky and I just need to use them. There we go. Oh my gosh, she is beautiful. I love, wait, are planners females? Or the actual planner's female? Yeah, I said she is beautiful. Whatever, she's beautiful. I love the discs. I love the metal rings. And since I'm going to be using white discs for my Home Frankenplanner, it'll be really easy for me to kind of differentiate between which is my home, which is my personal everyday catch-all, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now that I have this set up, I need to set up my cash savings envelope. I'm having discs flying off. I need to set up my cash savings envelope. So here is the 7 envelopes I'll be using. They come from various sources. I was not going to buy any new envelopes for this year because I just don't need it. Here's the discs. Let's go ahead, take the discs, or take the covers off of the discs. This is why I love the Happy Planner system. It is so nicely customizable. And I am changing them out with the pink metal discs. These came from like an old planner in 2019. I admit it was probably a planner I bought at the end of 2019 because it was on sale for like clearance for like $8. And it was I want to say it was the Encourager. So it was the Encourager Happy Planner Girl. You don't find planners on metal discs for $8. And if you do, you grab it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me kind of explain what I'm going to do with this. So 2021 was not a very good year for me in terms of spending. I did save some money, but I didn't save as much as I wanted to. There were definitely times where I ended up having impulse spending. So my goal for 2022 is to basically break the habit of that impulse spending, make better habits, and do better with savings. And I'm not talking about just savings in my checking account or my savings account, because that's easy. I'm talking about random cash savings. So then that way, if something comes up, I have the money for it. And it's kind of also one of the things where if I have it in cash, I will tend to kind of forget about it because it'll be like a out of sight, out of mind sort of thing. So this first envelope is going to be a $5 savings challenge. So I get paid twice a month because I'm paid bi-monthly, semi-monthly. Yeah, semi-monthly. So basically I'm going to do $5 every payday. And then I'm going to do $20 every payday. And I'm basically putting the piece of paper in front of it, so in that way I can be able to write down like what savings or what the envelope is for when I add money to it, but also when I deduct money to it. And what I might even also do whenever I get money from YouTube, because I am monetized, so your views are helping me earn money, which is why I truly appreciate your support. I might even go ahead and add like $5 and $20 to it just because. But also, I have been getting offers from Instagram for Reels bonus. So I've been earning money from posting Reels. So as long as those keep coming, I will be able to continue to earn money from Instagram. So, okay, hold on. Back up. I lost track of what I was saying. So $5 savings challenge, $10 savings challenge. This one is going to be used for like groceries. I've got one that is going to be used for gas, because once I go back to the office and I'm working out of the office and not from home, I will be spending a lot more money on gas. So I want to make sure that I always have cash for that, because most gas stations in California will charge you less when you pay with cash. I want one for miscellaneous, and miscellaneous will literally mean anything. But I'm going to be putting a set amount in the miscellaneous. I want to have money. I'm going to start putting a certain amount of money each month towards saving for our 2023 trip that I'm wanting to take to go to basically the New England area, the Northeast. And I want to do like a 2-week trip and visit baseball stadiums, visit New York City, visit the Statue of Liberty. I've got a friend in New Jersey, playing with Elise, that I would love to be able to, to visit her. And it's just, I just want to plan a really nice 2-week vacation for us. So that's kind of another one of my savings challenge. And then I just really want some paper in here. If I decide to take this out with me, I've got paper that I can write in, but I also plan on using my traveler's bujo to be able to kind of write down notes of like what I spend and such, especially if I use my debit card. But I feel like I just need note paper. So that's what I'm doing with this. So it's a very simple setup, but each month, each payday, I'm going to put a designated amount of money in each of the envelopes, depending on how I have set up my budget. The only exceptions are going to be the $5 savings challenge and the $20 savings challenge, because those are going to be basically determined pre-budget. Does that make sense? But yeah, the whole goal of this is to use cash more often, my card less, because impulse spending is easier to do when you're using like a debit card or a credit card. But when you're using cash and you actually see what you're taking out of these envelopes, that can make a huge difference in kind of how you choose to spend it. So that's kind of my goal with this. And I don't know if this is something that I'm even going to be taking like with me in my purse. I would if I'm keeping a lot of money in here, I would honestly hate to lose it. So it might just stay at home, and I might just kind of stick the money in my wallet. But yeah, I'll kind of decide that as I actually start to use it. I'll figure out the best way that works for me. I'm literally sitting here wondering, can you hear Duke in the background? He is meowing. He's looking for somebody, and he doesn't realize that I'm in my room and my son's asleep. All right, guys, I am done. I am set up for my Home Frankenplanner and my cash savings envelope notebook for 2022. I am so excited about this. The meal planning and the budget is huge 2022 goals of mine, and I will kind of get into like what my goals are actually in another video, because I'm going to be setting up a goal setting journal as well, and I want to really show you how I do that. But yeah, so you'll hear more about my goals and how I'm going to kind of work towards those, but these will definitely help keep me on track. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it inspires you. You will see every month me set up like I'll show you how I'm setting up my meal planning weekly sheets, how you'll see how like I set up my budget for the month. And then I plan on doing videos also to do a cash stuffing as well, so you can kind of see my process. And if it helps you, sure. I mean, I'm brand new to the budgeting. Well, I'm not brand new. I'm brand new to like the really dedicated budgeting, because I've done minor budgeting in the past, and I know how to budget. But now I got to get serious. So anyways, I'm blabbering on. If you guys enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. I truly appreciate each and every one of you's support. And yes, I hope you guys have a good day. Bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the next video.